Zara deals. 1-0 pitch to Lewis. That ball is hit over the head of left fielder Yukaso, and it'll go over his head. And the Dolphins win the championship. In comes Pat Gale to score on the game-winning RBI single by James Lewis. And the CSI Dolphins are the 2011 CUNYAC baseball champions. Lynch with 3 stolen bases, running so far tonight. 2-1 pitch to Marino. That's a wild pitch. Here comes Lynch. Throw to the plate. He's out. He's out. Dan Lynch is called out, and now he's thrown out of the game. Hamilton gets that call as he punches out Torres. Ball on the outside corner. So, for CSI, 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. At the end of 5, CSI now trails 6-3. You're listening to the CUNY Baseball Championship game between the Brook Bearcats and the CSI Dolphins on WSIA Staten Island 88.9 FM. So Van Pelt will look to stop the bleeding here, top of the 8th inning. First and third for Drew University. That first pitch is high. Torres has to jump up for that one. 1-0. 3-1. That ball is popped up. Torres under it. Makes the catch. So great job by Torres to camp under that high foul ball. Torres puts it away for the first out of the inning, and that brings up the right fielder, Drew Oberfeld. Pat Rock, the second baseman, on deck for Drew University, who is threatening for more here in the top half of the 4th inning. But Tebby looks in for the sign from Torres. 0-1 pitch to Mulligan. Mulligan lifts the ball in the air to center field. Lynch is under it. Should be playable. Makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Anderson deals. The pitch. He got him. Strike 3. Anderson gets him on strikes, and he strands Melendez at second base for the Bearcats in the top of the 10th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on base. Going to the bottom of the 10th inning at MCU Park in Brooklyn. Baruch nothing, CSI nothing, looking to win it. You're listening to the 2011 CUNYAC Baseball Championship game on WSIA Staten Island 88.9 FM.
Lucci to Tibbs, Tibbs to Toronto, Toronto to Young, Young to Tibbs, Tibbs to Lucci, puts up the 3, no good. Then Mannon with the offensive rebound. Irving Abbott is a foul on him as John Jay is over the limit. Dale Toronto will go to the line, shoot a few free throws. 91-79 Dolphins. And that'll do it. As your CSI Dolphins win at home at the Dolphin Tank, 93-81 in the opening round of the CUNYAC playoff tournament with a convincing 93-81 win over the John Jay Bloodhounds. As we will step aside here when we have your stats, and we will bring you the CSI men's basketball postgame report. You have been listening to CSI Dolphins basketball here on WSIA Radio Sports. Again, the final score, CSI 93-81. We'll come back and we'll wrap it up in just a little bit. TJ Tibbs, and TJ, what a way for you guys to start off the CUNYAC tournament. 93-81 win over John Jay. And again, the past couple of games, you guys weren't playing up to your potential, but again, you guys came out strong today.
Right. Unfortunately, one of those teams that turns it off and turns it on. We get a little bit more focused when we know the games are bigger. But we would like to finish the season off stronger, but we knew we had to come out here. It's playoffs, go hard to go home. We don't want to go home. So come here and protect home court, and now we get to play Wednesday.
Now you went into the locker room at halftime, a big three-pointer by Bucci McGore to get the lead to 16, and then in the second half, John Jay come out on a 6-0 run, and they cut it to 10, and it looked like they were doing everything right, and then you guys just turned it on. What happened there?
Right, they're not your number 8 seed. They're a really good team, and they're aggressive. We knew they were going to come out, and they had one way to come out. They didn't want their season to end. So we didn't get flustered, and we got back to what we were doing, moving the ball. They started playing a little bit more aggressively, so, started getting the ball back into Jordan, and started to open up, play a little bit more team basketball, and, shots were falling, unfortunately.
The past 2 years for CSI basketball hasn't been well. Obviously, 2 years ago and last year, and you guys really didn't get much love going into this season with the rankings and stuff. Did you think this year that you guys were coming into this season? Did you think you guys were a playoff team? Did you say, you know what, I don't care what anyone else says. I think we're a playoff team.
Yeah, from the beginning, from September workouts, inside this family here, we said we want to be the number 1 seed. We feel we have the potential. Now we have to put it together through practices and everything. We have to do it on the court, which we earned. But we always felt that we were a good team. Now we earned the number 1 seed. We earned the right, I guess, technically get the easiest route through. But no game's going to be easy. But we always felt we were a good team, and we always said that we wanted to win the CUNY from day one.
Shea, Emilio Sparks back in the shop. And for the CSI Dolphins, a 93-81 win here at the Dolphin Tank. I'm Chris Soriano saying good night. Well, good afternoon, I should say. But you have been listening to CSI Dolphins basketball on WSIA Radio Sports. All right, moving right along Saturday morning, the PSAL High School Football Preview Show here on 88.9 WSIA, your home for high school football talk. Chris Soriano, 718-982-3060. If you want to call up and talk about the games, hit me up on the Facebook, PSAL High School Football Preview Facebook page. Let me just tell you, the College Staten Island looks out for its own, ladies and gentlemen. If you're having any trouble at all meeting your basic daily needs, help is available. For more information, visit the Authors of Student Life, 1C201 here at the College Staten Island, or the Health and Wellness Center at 1C112. So Jefferson takes out Canarsie, my second upset of the day. Number 14 takes out number 3 Canarsie today. Number 5, Sheepshead Bay at Fort Hamilton. Yeah, at the number 4 seed, at the number 13 seed. I don't expect Traven Reed-Seguer to play on that balky knee. Fort Hamilton coach Danny Perez, he won a title last year. He doesn't need to risk the future Division I standout's health for a title this year. Anyway, the Tigers can win without him. I mean, let's face it. Sheepshead Bay enters the matchup on a 3-game losing streak. Once it finally faced tough competition late in the year, it struggled. The Sharks' greatest strength is their power running game with Ricardo Appleton. But Fort Hamilton's defense, though, it remains strong. And outside of that game versus Lincoln last week, their defense has not done bad, particularly in the front 7. Third-string quarterback Robert Thomas will make enough plays with his legs for the defending champion. Sheepshead Bay seems to have a nice draw, if you will, getting a wounded Fort Hamilton in the first round. But this is still the Tigers, folks, and you have to look at that. We're talking about the Fort Hamilton Tigers. The Sharks have a very nice team, led by Appleton, don't get me wrong. But when it comes to playoff time, Fort Hamilton is special. It doesn't matter who's under center. This will be a tight game, but Perez's kids do what they always seem to do this time of year, find a way to win. Fort Hamilton takes out Sheepshead Bay. That's just like if you're going to pick against the Yankees in the postseason. It's the Yankees. I mean, you're going to find a way to win, just like picking against the Patriots. Oh, wait. Patriots going to lose this year, especially tomorrow night. We'll be back. 5 games to go. 5 games down, 5 games to go. Book it. Adams, Lincoln, Curtis, Campus Magnet, Tottenville, Brooklyn Tech, and then the bowl game, Bayside and Tilden, Beach Channel and Grady. 5 games will wrap it up, 9:47. PSL High School Football Preview Show back after this.
Rocking the Island for over 30 years. This is Staten Island's only alternative. WSIA Staten Island, 88.9 FM.
Best season you've ever had. Best season the NFL has ever had. Why throw it away? So to Goodell, to the owners, to the players, 2 words. Grow up. Thanks for listening, everyone.
WSIA Staten Island, 88.9 FM.
10:52, WSA Staten Island, 88.9 FM. Chris Soriano with you here on the Big 88.9. And the Knicks lose last night, 99-95 to the lowly Detroit Pistons. And it all seems to be lining up for the Chicago Cubs if they want to make the commitment. Now, asking whether the Cubs should really go after Pujols, it's like asking whether a team should have taken Lou Gehrig at a similar stage of his career. The notion that Pujols would be overpaid in the final 2 or 3 years of a 10-year contract ignores the fact that he's been underpaid, not just the first few years, but over his entire career so far. Even this coming season at $16 million.
Every single at-bat of Pujols' career suggests he has 4 to 5 Hall of Fame seasons left, by which time the Cubs could have won, at long last, a World Series. Now, mostly the Cubs, they have a need competitively and even financially. Their attendance have dropped from 99% capacity to 92% last year, which is an area Pujols would impact immediately. One way the increased revenue would be simple to quantify. If Tom Ricketts wants to make a big change to Wrigley Field, if he's going, I want to make a big change to Wrigley Field, he needs a signature signing. And Jim Henry's aggressiveness would seem to be just the approach.